Good morning. It's rainbow time here. They're not showing too much right now, but maybe they will. It's a little cloudy too, I guess. Okay, I have an interesting journal this morning. I just was reading over it and I wondered where I got this title, and I got to reading through it and I thought, oh, I better record this. This one's pretty neat. It's called Do We Advance Through Technology, Biology, or Inner Divinity? Of course, I guess you know that. You already opened the file. Anyway, it's from 5/23/2010, the second one of the day. And the day was day of manifestation at 10. The Mayan day was 10 Earth. Why are the birds so quiet? It's a little disturbing, at least to the mind, which I admit is what's asking the question. It's only cloudy. It's not pouring rain, nor even windy, nor anything. Just cloudy and oh, so very still. I'm not used to the silence, living on the edge of the woods as I do here. Birds in spring are usually so noisy. Well, one thing's quite likely, and that is that I just haven't been sufficiently observant before. I doubt this is anything unusual. Nature is nature after all, and pretty darn reliable too. Yet, when we live our lives caught up in the mind stream, we pay precious little attention to anything outside of that. And nature is definitely outside of it. The crickets, cicadas, and other insects make quite a harmony here too. It all adds to the beautiful symphony. The honeysuckle is blooming wild all over the place. So often the breezes seem to carry its heavy, heady scent. Just beautiful. Makes you glad to be alive here in 3D. Sure, that's not the only place we're alive, the only dimension on which we exist, and I know I spend a lot of time with you, taking you to other aspects and dimensions of life and of being. Well, I don't mean to minimize 3D in doing this. It doesn't get much more special than what we've got right here. Everything is fractal. It really, excuse me, it really helps to see that, to at least know what a fractal looks like, what traveling up or down through it is like. I'll provide links in the transcripts to a couple of videos on that. It's the ultimate as above, so below action, the fractal. Glad we finally developed sufficient computing power to be able to see this aspect or image of life here. Yes, of course, much more awaits our discovery as well. Some think or assume it will always be through technology that these great discoveries will be made. That's one way of looking at things. I don't care for it as much as I do my way, though, because that way is limiting. It says to man, you're incomplete. You can't discover things yourself. You require the assistance of technology to do that. Not a message I like. How about you? Anything that tells us we're limited isn't right. Period. That's my take on life, for what it's worth. We're one with nature, with all life, with source or divinity. Now, where's the limitation in that, I ask you? Is there one? Well, guess what? It's in mind. Mind is the creator of limitations. They're not real. The challenge is, though, that if you believe mind, then you've just put your creative powers to use, reinforcing those very limitations. You're helping to create them. They'll be real for you. You bought into them, made your choice. So, part of the magic of the kingdom of heart is in not knowing things and being peaceful with that. It's okay not to know. Yes, society tells us just the opposite and drills it into us, but so what? Who cares? Is society right? And says who? So, make your choices. Start believing in you for a start. Just that. Believe in the light in your heart, not in your outer self. Anytime we place reliance on anything that's physical, I don't care on what or on whom, it's destined to fail us at some point. That's just how things are made in the physical. It's neither bad nor good, it just is. So, don't rely there. No, place reliance on the light of your heart. That's magical. It will never fail you. The mind, it will fail, I assure you, but that's mind's fault. Mind sets itself up all the time to be disappointed while doing the best that it can to come to a better understanding of things. All of this is not only all right, it's quite wonderful. Once again, it's just how things work. The trick is in one's perspective. It's also in having open eyes, being awake. Most of us aren't, and if you think you are, then I invite you to read my journal called Are You Awake? As usual, links in the transcript. Do check out my transcripts, dear. I load them with love and with blessings like these links. Though it's shocking to mind, we are sleepwalkers. We're not awake till we are. Them's the facts. It's like entering